to the second episode of the YP Circles podcast, powered by Zimbabwe Yellow Pages. With me today is Tariro Karida, who is the Operations Director and Marketing Head for Zimbabwe Yellow Pages, which heads YP Circle community. Today, I will ask her to break down what it takes to have or to build a reputable, referable reputation within the community. And what we endeavor today on this podcast is to help members understand how to be credible, how to be trustworthy, and worth referring to. Tariro, welcome to today's podcast.
Thank you, Mianda. I'm excited to be here.
So what does it mean to be referable? Because part of the networking process in business is to allow one person to be referred to the other. What does it mean to be referable?
So being referable in the eyes of your peers means that when an opportunity arises, your name is the first name that comes to mind. And I should also be able to trust that when I refer your name, I'm also referring my name. So attaching my name to your business should not be detrimental to my reputation as an individual. So it's important that when we go out as business owners and we're interacting with our customers or interacting with our peers, we're putting our best foot forward. So how then do you become referable as a business owner is just delivering at what you promise. Right. I'll give an example of a restaurant. You approach me as my friend and say, Tari, I want to have the best prawns in town. I'm only going to refer restaurants I've been to that I've experienced.
Right.
And the same thing with business. I will only refer business that I've experienced that they can actually deliver quality. And being in an environment like a networking group, you'd say then you haven't really experienced my work. So how do you know that I'm referable? By first interactions or by interacting with me in a social environment.
Right.
It's the simple things, how you show up. We have meetings on a weekly basis. Are you showing up on time or are you consistently coming late? I'm one person that's very particular about time. When I'm dealing with my clients, I want to make sure that if we say we're meeting at 11 o'clock, it's 11 o'clock. But if you're coming for meetings 45 minutes late, already I've got a question mark. It's about how you communicate. So when you're communicating with everybody who's there, are you clear about the value that you're offering? And when you deliver your work, is it work that's consistently of quality?
Okay. There are two words that come to mind when we speak about reputation and referability. And those two words are visibility and credibility. How can a member of the YP circles improve their visibility and their credibility?
Okay, that's a good question. So I think it's important that we define visibility and credibility.
Right.
And simple, visibility is just being seen. Credibility is are you believable? Do people believe what you're saying? And if you're a business and you're visible but not credible, when you speak to people, it's like noise.
Right.
And if you're credible and not visible, then you're missing out on opportunities and you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're not getting the profitability that you should get if you're visible. And a lot of business owners, especially small business owners, they hide. They're not visible. Their work is not seen. I'll give a platform like LinkedIn, where it's a platform that is full of professionals, decision makers. People have gotten some really good opportunities by just putting their businesses on that platform.
Right.
But you'll find SMEs feel that my voice is still too small, or I have nothing to show, or what can I contribute to this conversation? But being in a space like that makes you visible. And I should also clarify that we have some people that come and say, I've registered my business and I've got my tax clearance, I've got my fire certificate, so I'm a credible business. That is not credibility. That's compliance. That's paperwork. Credibility comes with trust.
I hear you.
And trust is built gradually. I was reading a book the other day that said that trust is built in drops, but lost in buckets.
Right.
So one small mishap or one mistake or one act of negligence could really, pour out all the trust that you've built over time. So simple question is to build on your visibility and credibility. To build on visibility, be visible. Contribute in platforms that matter.
Right.
Build on your credibility means that are you delivering consistently on the promises that you give?
Interesting take there. There's a buzzword, whether it's in business or in the social world, called red flag. What are some of the red flags that will reduce a person's credibility or a business's credibility. Give us some of the red flags that come off the top of your head.
Another common term used is ghosting. So that's one major red flag. You ghost your customers, or you're given a business referral and you meet with a client once, or you're given a deposit and then you don't follow through with the work that you've said you'll do. That is definitely a red flag. Inconsistency. So inconsistency in how you deliver work, inconsistency in how you interact with people raises red flags. Transparency. One of our core values and part of our code of ethics as YP Circles is I will deliver work at the price that I quote.
Right.
And you'll see that customers have interacted with service providers where halfway through the contract, you will hear that the price of the work has changed. And I'm adding another 50% or I'm adding X hundreds of dollars. And there's no clear explanation as to how we move from price Y to price Z. So transparency is very important in how you do your work. And one key one is approaching relationships with a transactional mindset. People want value from you.
Right.
And when they feel that they've had an interaction with you and you're placing more importance on the price, on how much money you're going to get out of that interaction, they sort of pull back in building a relationship with you.
Right.
So whether it's with your customer wants to get value from you. That customer becomes a return customer only when you deliver value, not even at the lowest price.
Okay.
They come back when you deliver value.
Okay.
So when you approach relationships, make sure to approach relationships with the thought that I need to deliver value.
Yes. Right. So a new member comes to YP Circle meeting, and they want to quickly position themselves so that they are able to be seen as valuable quickly. What would you recommend they do?
I think entering any environment for the first time can be really nerve-wracking.
Right.
And entering a circle where people have known each other for months and they've built relationships, they have built a rapport, it can be very intimidating as a first-time member. But what I would say is approach that environment with curiosity and intention.
Right.
So be curious to understand what each business is doing. Be intentional about really understanding what your peers need for them to be able to elevate their businesses. So when people stand up, they're giving introductions about their businesses. Listen with a keen ear to be able to understand. And also, I think sharing your story. A lot of people want to share their stories when they feel that they're now at a level that they've reached success. But there's a lot of back-end stories that we can tell that can help motivate people. So people want to see what is going on behind the scenes. We have a section in our circle that is called Spotlight Presentation. So Spotlight Presentation is the business comes up, they tell us about their business, they tell us the dream behind their mission, they tell us about their sleepless nights and how they've gotten to where they are. And when people leave that space, they're now in a position where they fully understand what a perfect referral would be for you and what you're looking for to grow as a business. So when you enter that space, open up and let people get to know you as a business owner.
Nice. Interesting. As we wrap up this podcast, the second episode of our podcast, there's two words, testimonials and consistency. What role does that play as a social proof for any member or anyone interested in becoming part of the YP Circles?
Okay, so if I could clap my hands to stress the point that customer testimonials are very important.
Okay.
And these customer testimonials are your currency, if we could say.
Oh,
Your
that's a nice word.
customers are a whole marketing department on their own.
Okay.
And it could work in your favor or out,
Okay.
depending on how you deliver on quality. So I'll give an example of TripAdvisor. There's a 5-star hotel that is there and they have no reviews. And then there's a 3-star or even a 2-star that is shining with 5-star reviews. I'm going to pick the one that has reviews because there's evidence. What you say as a business owner doesn't weigh as much as what a customer says about your business after they've experienced it. I'm going to listen to your customer. So what you want is to be able to tell a story. When your customers leave there, they should be able to retell your story, but better because they've experienced what you're actually doing. So I would say that testimonials will work well in your advantage if only they're backed by quality delivery.
So there you have it, viewers. You've had a listen to the operations director and head of marketing for Zimbabwe Yellow Pages that manages the Yellow Pea Circles community. And we've had a chance to listen to her speak about building a reputation or a referable reputation that helps you in business networking forums. We'll catch up with you in the third episode.